back to the UNNI Podcast. I'm your host, Bianca McCall. Today, we got a special guest. We got somebody that is on the up and up right now. Miss Teyonahh has joined us today. And if you don't know, if you acting like you don't know, I'm gonna need you guys to go on any social media platform right now. Any one of them things, man. I came across your profile, Teyonahh, on the gram, and I was like, wow, like this is a rising star, like literally blowing up before our eyes. I gotta reach out to her people. I gotta see if I can get some time to find out, like, just how are you defeating all odds, right? Because like it's Black girl magic time right now. You know what I mean? And for young Black women, it's too hard.
Right. I was born on National Women's Day, March 8th.
Yes. Man, so we already know this is the right place, right time to be able to introduce you to the UNNI Podcast audience. Miss Teyonahh, will you tell a little bit more about yourself? Where do you come from? Born on National Women's Empowerment Day. Let's go.
Yes, I was born on National Women's Empowerment Day, March 8th. I'm from Red Hook, Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn in the building. All right.
Yes,
so
sir.
I had to straighten up because, you know, Brooklyn don't play, Brooklyn don't play.
You gotta come right.
So yeah, no, I had to straighten up in my seat now. Okay, that changes things a little bit. But all right, so 20 years old in Brooklyn. Miss Teyonahh, you just recently you dropped another single, right? So tell us about your music and what you're doing right now in the music game.
I just dropped my single, She Ain't Me. Everybody go and subscribe to that, listen to that, and run that up as well. Yeah. But yeah, right now in the music game, I'm just trying to bring something different to the table. Like, I feel like there's a bunch of females that's rapping, and everybody's doing their thing right now. But I feel like I'm trying to make music that could, like that boys could listen to, that girls could listen to. I'm trying to make music for everybody because
love it. It. About unity. So who are your inspirations when it comes to music? Like, who do you feel like you really like bring in kind of that power and that push? Like, who inspires you to do what you do?
I like Lil' Kim.
Okay.
Like, I really like Lil' Kim a lot. I feel like she came in and she like dominated the music game, like as a female, like, and she used to rap like with boys, like, like I'm all about that little tomboy flavors type style and stuff. Yeah. I just like how she came in and she was just confident about herself. She tried different stuff and she still got it. Like, she the queen right now.
I love it. So, yep. So we got Princess Teyonahh paying homage to the Queen Bee. I love it.
Right.
I love it. All right. So, like, thinking about who you look up to, like Lil' Kim, right? And when she came into the game, it was a much different time, like just for music as a whole. Can you describe like what you know and what you see being different between now and then?
I feel like it was kind of like she kind of paved the way for females. I feel like, because now I feel like it's easier for females. I feel like now females is coming more so together instead of like, being on different teams and trying to beef with each other. So that's what I'm all about too. Like female unity, female power, females coming together. Like, that's what I like now with the music. But I just like that Lil' Kim was the one who showed us, like, is that right to be different from these boys that's rapping or whatever, like, or spit or talk how you want, like, just that Brooklyn, like, yeah.
Okay. So I love that. I love women coming together. I love just that unity, you know what I mean? And that crossover, like you're saying, it don't matter if you're male, female, like, rock, like it's all about coming together and music that inspires people to do. I love that. Tell me about like some of the challenges, because I know there has to be some, but some of the challenges of being a female in the music/rap game.
I feel like some challenges is that people don't take you as serious, like as like with being a female, and it's like you have to be like, I don't know. I feel like boys' music. Boys want to get turned and stuff, but I don't know. Like me as a writer, I make music off of how I'm feeling, like my emotions. Like I gotta be in tune with my emotions, know what I want to write about. Like even sometimes if I go to the studio and I'm feeling sad, I cannot make a turn song. Like that's probably one of my flaws, like when it comes to me doing music and stuff. But I feel like I am in tune with my emotions, though. I really am. Like.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I'm gonna put it out there. Yeah. It's not a flaw to be in tune with your emotions. You know what I mean? I think for us, I think it's and when I say us, I mean women, right? Like we are so used to having to like put our feelings aside in order to make something happen for our families, for you know, for society, for our communities. So it's not a flaw that you are so in tune with your emotions and you want your music to be authentic and true to that. You know what I mean? Yes. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna let you come out here talking about, you know, you ain't what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
no,
so cool.
I know I got it. But it's just as a female, like, you know, coming up, growing up, then I'm 20. Like that's like when you get in, like when you leaving like the teenage stage and then you go into like adulthood. So-called. It's just a lot you got to deal with, and then it's music. Like, you know, music is a 100,000 people that's trying to do music in this world. Like, being able to stay on track and just focus up and make sure you're doing what you have to do. That's hard. Like, it gets hard sometimes. Like, for real.
Man, I believe it. So. Teyonahh, are you comfortable talking about like some of those things, like when you're in your fields, like what are you going through 20 years old? Like you said, there's this transition between teen and now you're adulting. You know what I mean? Like what's coming up for you in your life right now?
I mean, it's like, you know, like with relationships, like it could be sometimes relationships, and then sometimes it's like, you don't have enough time for people since you're doing what you want to do. Like, you know, when you do music, it's not like you have a 9-to-5 job. Like, you got to make sure you're working to get that bread. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just that, like, I guess you could say, like, it's not a guaranteed profit. Like, you don't know what you're going to do. Like, you know, and I feel like sometimes you feel like you want to give up because it's like, I'm 20 years old. Like, I can't be doing music forever. Like, but it's still early for me, luckily. Like, you know, but for other people, like, I know people that used to rap. Like, even my uncle, one of my uncles, he used to rap. And now he got older. He got so much faith in me. But it's like, and then it's probably the push from other people too. Like, everybody got so much faith in you. Everybody wants you to make it. It's just a lot on your back sometimes. But I know I can do it.
For sure, man. You're bringing up so many things, like, and I'm sure that so many people can relate to this, like what you're passionate about. It's like how hard the grind is, how much faith you have to have that you're gonna make it to your goals. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of patience. It takes there's a lot of pressure involved, and it takes a lot of patience. And Teyonahh, I got you on mute right now.
Hello?
Yep. Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, it takes a lot of patience, and so many people are afraid to, not afraid, but like they want to give up. You know, those thoughts cross your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what stops you from giving up? Is it the people around you that are pushing you? Like, what is it in you that keeps the grind going?
I think it's definitely my support system. Like, I have a real strong support system. Like, my mom, my father, like my aunt, my uncle, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins. You know, I got a very, very, very strong support system. Like, I think that's really what it is. If it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would be doing.
Yeah. And that's so true. Like, we all need a little bit of support sometimes, you know what I mean? Just for our mental, for our physical, and spiritual. And I don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the type of person that feel like I need like a go from people, but it's like or validation from anybody, but I feel like, you know, sometimes it's good to hear like, oh, I'm proud of you. Like,
yeah,
it's good to hear like, oh, you're doing good. Like, right, for mental and emotional support. Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
So Teyonahh, have you ever experienced somebody throwing shade or not giving you the feedback that you want? And if so, how did you handle that?
I feel like I never experienced that. Probably because the type of person I am, like, I don't get like upset when I get bad feedback or anything.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want like most of the time, not all of the time, but not most of the time actually. Sometimes it's me being unsure of myself, like, you know, and it's the people around me that's there to be like, you're bugging, like, this is good. And then I put something out, even my video, like my Shame Me video. Everybody like, you're bugging. I put it out, it went crazy. Like, you know, it's just sometimes. Yeah.
So sometimes you're your own worst enemy, it sounds like you're the one that's making, like playing into the doubt. But that's, I mean, you're right. That's why it's so important to have positive people around you to keep you grounded, you know what I mean? And let you know it's real. Okay. So Teyonahh, when we first linked up and met, I told you about the UNNI Podcast and what our mission is to be able to like make it normal to have conversations about something called mental health, right? Mm-hmm. And especially in this day and age, people get mental health confused with being crazy or mental illness, but they're two totally different things, right?
Right.
So for you being 20 years old, like, what are your thoughts about mental health? What is it?
I feel like mental health, like, first of all, you need to start by saying mental health is real. Like, you know, like, people really, like, even before, like, I would have to, like, it wasn't always easy for me to talk about my feelings with, like, my mom or anybody. Like, I had to really sit down and tell her, like, you know, I was even, like, when I was in my old school, international studies, I was in, like, a girls group because they wanted to send me, like, to therapy. So I was in, like, a girls group. And, like, you know, me and my friends would come and we would talk about stuff. We would cry together. And this was in, like, middle school probably. Like, but it's, like, it's real. Like, that could really, like, put a strain on somebody. Like, I don't know. But me, like, personally, I even, like, when I'm feeling sad sometimes, like, I will record myself, you know, and just talk, like, on camera. Me talking is just how I cope with things, like, or how I get stuff out. Like, talking is what I do. Like, I'm a talker. Like, me, when I'm going through something, I more so like to talk to my friends or be around people. Like, I feel like if you're going through that, I feel like you should definitely talk to somebody. Yeah. Like, definitely. Or have at least one person that you feel that comfortable to talk to. Like, you know?
Yeah. What about, like, do you do something on the daily, like, to help keep yourself like mentally fit? You know, like, I talk about mental fitness all the time, but like for people to understand, like, mental health, it's like something you got to do on the daily. It's almost like your physical health, you know, like when you go and work out or you eat right, like on the daily. Right? So, like, what do you do mentally to keep yourself fit?
I think I would write, or I want to start getting into doing, like, yoga and stuff, like taking yoga classes, like, seriously. Like, I really do. I downloaded, like, some yoga app. I forgot what it's called in my phone. But yeah, that's what I want to start doing. But usually, like, since I do music, I will write. That's the only way I could get everything out. Like, because sometimes, even when I talk, like, it comes out wrong. I be shy sometimes, like, but yeah. Okay.
No, I love it. And you're right. Music in its own right is like therapy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I know when I'm in my feels, like, I got a whole playlist, you know what I mean? That kind of like.
Yes, like, nobody understands. Like, I love music. Like, I feel like it's a song for every mood that you have. Like,
right. Then so what's your soundtrack? Like, so for you feeling happy, like, what's your soundtrack?
Me feeling happy, I would probably put, like, my happy is me, like, being lit and turned. So If I'm feeling happy, I'll probably listen to like some Meg or some. Yeah, probably some Meg.
Okay. All right. So what about if you are like you need some motivation, like maybe you starting off the day a little slow and you need to get to that point and being turned. What do you listen to?
Probably like some Janae Aiko, because she be she be calm, but she be talking that hot stuff for real.
Yeah,
she be talking that
sure.
For real.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm sorry. 1 second. That's my nephew.
There we go.
But yes, I love him.
So I think that was perfect timing. You got little ones in the back. You got your nephew. What's going on? So it's perfect timing to start talking about just kind of like your family. You had mentioned that you have so much support between your uncles and everybody.
Yeah.
What about how does your family support you? Like, so if you need that motivation, if you need that inspiration, if they notice that you're feeling down about yourself or doubting, what is it that they do, to help support you to get you back on track?
My aunt, she is actually a mentor. Mm-hmm. So that come in clutch, because every time I feel sad, I could just call her. Mm-hmm. And she's usually like, it's to the point where my family usually can see when something is wrong before me. Like, I'll be like, oh, nothing is wrong. They be like, yes, it is. Why are you doing this? Yeah. Why are you doing that? Because I'm just such an outgoing person. Like, I'm always in a good mood or happy or running around. Like, and once that flip switch is like over. But yeah, my aunt is my mentor. So that's who I usually talk to if I'm feeling like.
Oh, yeah, no, I love that you bring up mentorship because that's so important. Like, in order to be great leaders, we have to first learn how to follow. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's that's who you follow that's important. You know what I mean? And so having strong mentors, people that are doing positive, is so important on your path to success. You know what I mean? Cool. So I want to know a little bit more about just you and who you are and what events in your life, in your 20 years of life, what events have made you who you are?
I feel like me growing up, I feel like it really was relationships with people that made me who I was. Like me falling out with like people that I thought that I needed or I couldn't do anything without. And me still like, being able to overcome that.
Yeah.
That's what really helped me with like,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned relationships a couple of times. I'm gonna be a little nosy and I'm gonna ask, are you currently in a relationship?
Huh?
Are you currently in a relationship? Oh, you said, huh? What you say? Are you currently in a relationship?
No.
UNNI audience.
I'm telling the truth, y'all. Hand on the Bible. I swear.
But I also understand just from doing my own thing for a while, like when you're focused, especially like it's on business, on your success, when you're focused on you, sometimes it means that it's not the time for a relationship,
Right. That's how it is with me.
Yeah.
I don't feel lonely, y'all. I don't feel lonely. It's just, I'm just not ready right now.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work.
No, and that's okay. And I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity to say that, because so many people, especially during like the pandemic, people have felt lonely, you know what I mean? And people have been like, oh man, I ain't got nobody, this and that.
That's true.
But when you don't have a relationship to focus on, it gives you all the time and the space to be able to focus on you and
yourself.
You. Yeah.
That's a fact.
So I love that you're showing that.
I've really been like, for real, I've really been getting back into myself. Like,
love it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about what you're working on right now. What can we expect to see from Teyonahh coming up?
So I'm working on I'm always working on a project, you know me, but Right now I'm trying to just post, get my name everywhere. You know, that's why I'm doing like interviews, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trying to just post every Tuesday. I think I'm trying to do a Teyonahhh Tuesdays type thing and do like freestyles every Tuesday, like, you know, stuff like that.
All right, I love it.
Go viral.
I love it. All right, so Teyonahhh Tuesdays. What's today? Today's Thursday, so we got a few more days to link up for that.
I got y'all. I'm gonna drop a freestyle just for you.
Oh, please do. I love it. And so where do we go to check that out?
Y'all can go on my Instagram at Teyonahhh Teyonahhh. My TikTok and yeah.
Okay, so Teyonahhh.
Everything is the same.
Cool. Okay. All right. So now I wanna kind of like bring us full circle, and let's say you got somebody that's listening to this podcast right now, a young woman, young man, somebody that is looking for your light, right? Mm-hmm. If you had a message that you want them to hear right now, coming straight from you, like what would that message be? How would you give them that light?
I would just tell them, keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Like, that's one thing that people do nowadays, because everybody, you know, every female is like, I don't know, like, it's like a stereotype on how a female rapper should look like. And I feel like you should just not compare yourself to nobody else. Just do what you do and stay in your own lane and wait your turn. That's it. Just wait your turn. It's going to come. It's going to happen.
Man, I love that. And I hear that so much, especially from people that are successful. So it's good to hear that you sound like somebody, like you're already there. It's already there.
That's how I'm there in my head. In my mind, I'm there.
Yep. And the mentality has to be that. You have to be that. You know what I mean?
Right. Speak into existence.
Absolutely. And I hear that from all the successful people that I've talked to. I hear the same thing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. That's when you get caught up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Be you. I love that. I love it.
That's a fact. That's my motto. When I get lit, they gonna remember me from that.
Yeah, I love it. So Teyonahhh, man, just to kind of take us away. Do you want to give any shout outs to anybody that you want to make sure is listening right now?
Yes, shout out. I always wanted to do this. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to my fans. Shout out to my supporters. Shout out to UNNI Podcast for bringing me on here, of course. Shout out to my managers, everybody that helped me and believe in me. Shout out to y'all. That's it, man.
Hey, I appreciate you so much for coming through to let us know a little bit about who you are, what you're into. I already see you're the queen to be.
Thank you.
Straight from Brooklyn with that success mentality. I love it. Like I said before, love your style, love your swag, man.
Yes,
and the bars too. And you got bars, you know?
Thank you.
We're about to check that out on Teyonahhh Tuesdays. Tuesdays, man. So thank you so much for stopping by.
You're welcome. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And we got to have you back. We got to link up, man.
Yes, we do. I'm definitely going to be in your DMs because I see you. You got my same mindset. So yes, we need to talk more.
Yes, women empowerment. I love it.
Right.
Cool. All right. Much love, Teyonahhh from Vegas.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, man. You have a good one.